Any like new things you found out about Mike on the trip at all?
We live together. There's not really much to find out at this point, you know.
Like Mike's got well, you're not going to find out that Mike's got like a weird kink for cows.
No.
You look over, this guy's
out in the middle of the night,
rubbing the side of a cow all of a sudden.
No, but it is funny, like, because he's traveling with me and I'm like taking all the aesthetic pictures, and then you look over and he's taking the picture of like the cow peeing like buckets to send to the guys.
Yeah. I just stopped at Cornucopia on the way back. Nice looking clientele over there. Let me just say.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
all over the place.
Wearing the latest trends.
Like what?
Lululemon.
Athleta. I don't know if that's a thing. Kurt, you know what?
Aloe yoga.
Sephora.
They're wearing Sephora.
Just like shit hanging out all over the place. I'm like, God, can I get a job
His
here?
abs hanging out.
Yeah, abs, boobs, everything.
Perfect.
So I applied for a job.
Yeah.
Waiting to hear back.
I'm the new head grocer.
I would love to work there.
Yeah.
They're going to put you in a pair of yoga pants, though.
Bro,
Imagine you in a pair of yoga pants.
I mean, I have a pair of like Under Armour cold gear that sometimes I'll, throw on and just look in the mirror and see what it looks like.
Compression
It's
gear?
not bad.
See what's going on.
From the front, it's not bad. The back
Is
not much going on.
Work behind a counter. You'll be all right.
Yeah, from waist up.
Keep everything in front of you.
Plus, you get like if you work at a supermarket, there's like cool aprons you could wear, because the fruit's dirty.
Yeah.
The fruit's dirty?
Yeah, I think that's what you wear it for, right? Like if you're putting out the produce and you're in the produce section, that's a different gear than, the guy who's standing behind the counter, register.
Did you ever work in a supermarket?
Never.
I kind of always wanted to. Like night shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're open that late anymore, right? Do you still
No.
stock the shelves at night?
Yeah, but they're not open, but I think that's when they stock the shelves.
I could do that.
Stuck in the shelves.
Stuck in the shelves at night with my headphones on.
Stuck in the shelves.
Yeah, right? There's probably just people with their earbuds in, just
Nobody can
listening to
hear
whatever.
anybody.
I know.
Nobody.
Might be nice. The evolution of the Long Island grocery store that's a discussion topic.
I heard Stop and Shop's going down.
Everybody hears things all the time.
Is that not true?
No, I don't think it's true. I think they closed a few that were like underperforming, but that's okay.
They might be closing
Remember
the
Wallbounds?
one that's by my house, which is super convenient. I mean, not that I go there, but
That big one?
Yeah.
yeah.
By the car dealership?
Yeah.
Well, what are they going to put in? Another grocery store?
No, just
A
apartments.
Lidl?
Yeah, Lidl or Aldi, those fucking weird places.
55
Actually,
and over. Kurt's triggered right now.
never been to those either.
Kurt's triggered. He's
I
a
love
big
Aldi. Aldi's great.
There's one over by me where I go and do my laundry, and I walked in once, and I just like walked in the fucking thing, took a smell, and just went right out.
Oh, now
other
you're
side.
saying they smell bad? All Aldi's
This
smell bad?
particular one, I don't think it was an Aldi. I think it was a Lidl.
Yeah, Lidl's are weird.
Smelt.
I've never
bad.
been in a Lidl.
my wife
before.
talks big shit about both of us.
Like big shit, like negative shit?
Yeah.
Why is that? It's not top class?
Yeah, it's like that, like all processed, weird, like packaged stuff.
I don't believe that. It's a lot of American stuff.
Yeah,
to be quite honest.
I'm just.
It's made in America.
I'm going totally on hearsay.
Isn't it a Dutch? No, Lidl's like a fucking foreign company. Is Aldi? Doesn't sound American.
Supposedly everything came, when I checked, like when it first came out, everything was coming from Indiana,
Okay.
which I thought was odd.
Middle of the country.
It comes from Indiana, the distribution center, which receives everything from China.
This fucking guy. I hope your Stop and Shop closes.
I don't know. I don't know anything about
Even
it.
Stop
I'm
and
a
Shop.
Trader Joe's hoe.
Yeah, you're
always.
fucking bougie. We get it.
Yeah, it's
right?
super bougie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you try to feed a fucking family of 4 children on Trader Joe's, you're probably talking about $1,000 bill a
Ain't
week.
doing it.
Okay,
think-
hot take. We've talked about this before.
We've talked about this
Stop
before.
and Shop is more expensive than
Yes,
Trader Joe's.
sure.
I grocery shop. I know.
I mean, I got women in my life that'll fight you tooth and nail. Tell you that's not
Well,
true.
I mean, the key to
I
it
will
all.
fight them all day.
The key to it all is that you have to go to every single store and just get what's on sale. That's how you win.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I've
Yeah.
never done any of this, hand-to-hand combat.
Every
Yeah.
place has different shit on sale every week, so you go.
I was
to
just
every
told
store.
recently that if we did Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, it'd be
Well,
it'd
those
be
are two different
Whole
things.
Foods and Trader Joe's are completely different.
Oh,
like,
really?
You
Completely
think
different.
just because like coming up, it was like the hip kids were going to fucking those two places. They're completely different things. Whole
Completely
Foods is
different.
insane, and they have like the selection that they have. I think is where you get in a lot of trouble because they have a lot of different things that are just the prices of fucking all over the
I
place.
think once
you
again,
can't buy Skippy
Yeah,
there.
once again, not speaking from firsthand experience, but I think that when you start getting into like meat, that's when you start talking about big differentials.
yeah, could be. Trader Joe's is like it's all their own brand. I think that's how they help keep the price down.
Oh.
They,
Yeah,
like,
the meat's not bad at Trader Joe's.
Where's Trader Joe's on Long Island?
Price-wise.
I don't know.
One in Lake Grove.
Lake Grove,
the one I
Oceanside,
used to go
maybe.
to.
I want to say Merrick-ish area.
It's far.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, they're
Yeah,
building a
Trader
Whole
Joe's.
Foods by me. Used to be a Pathmark.
So Whole Foods is more expensive than Trader Joe's, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Cornucopia, they were like nervous about it because it's close to where Cornucopia is in my town. But I'm like, dude, you guys' pricing is great. These jams are like the same price as it is at Stop and Shop. I'll get the
Yeah.
Lesser Evil popcorn for like $2.99. Is this an ad for Cornucopia?
Could be.
Yeah, maybe.
Pick
I would
my
love to be
application.
sponsored by them.
How many do they have?
We,
I've never even seen one.
It's
Yeah.
like it's a great success story. It's in a strip mall in Sayville, and it used to be like the size of these two offices together. And
did
then there
videos
was
for
like
them,
a
you don't remember?
deli.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then there was a deli in the back, and then they moved into the next store. They took two stores over, and now I think they sold it. It's a new company, but they're also going into like Ronkonkoma. They're opening up their second location.
It started as like a small
Good for
health
that.
food store, like Sherry's in Babylon.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and the Whole Foods is going to be
love
close,
that.
but I'm like, you guys, like people think that these stores are a lot of money, but yeah, to your point, if you like shop the sales,
Yeah.
get some good deals.
It's interesting, like the supermarket model, like that model it's been around for a long time. Like where's it going? Did you listen to the conversation between Peter Thiel and Joe Rogan, right?
Yeah.
How he was talking about how like the world has like in internet terms, like computers and technology, like that shit has been incredibly like evolutionary. Like it's gone a lot. Like there's been a lot of change, but he was saying like physically there really hasn't.
No,
And, like supermarkets is like a good example of that.
Well, yeah, that's where I got the airline thing from.
Like, what's
that
coming-
we were talking about last week.
What's coming next? Rogan thinks that the civilization is on its way out. You know what I mean? Like humans just aren't going to be here anymore. If that's true, then why don't we just run naked through the forest now?
True. We
You know
could
what I
do
mean?
that.
Like, what does
I
it
mean,
even-
I'm not going to do that.
What does
but
it
we could
even
do
matter?
that.
I think there's plenty of people that are doing that.
Running naked?
Yeah,
I'm going to
because
keep my clothes on.
they believe that that's happening.
But I mean, one day they're going to be right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
who knows?
Who knows?
Could be.
Oh, it's just like Jesus is going to come down soon too.
Yeah.
One day
The
they'll be
rapture.
right.
Speaking of the end of the world, I saw the new Alien last week.
Oh, was it good?
That was a movie of the week.
That was movie of the week. It was pretty decent. Aliens are scary. They're fucking scary. The way that they make them look, and I don't know, it seems like that's right. Like, there was one scene, like, so this part, whatever, who cares? No one's going to see it. Or they will. It's not really a real spoiler, but it's kind of a spoiler.
Are they making them look like spiders?
Yeah, so they have, like, those are, like, the ones that implant the aliens in the people.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's one scene where this one sucks onto this girl's face, and you don't know what's going on, but her stomach is like moving really fast. And they think that it's like keeping her alive, like it's giving her air. But what it's really doing is planting its
babies.
seed in there.
Yeah.
You know? But the scene where they pull it out,
This is on Disney Plus, by the way.
No,
Yeah, the new Aliens on Disney Plus.
no, it just came out last
Yeah,
week.
but that's how quick they go now.
Yeah, maybe you might be right.
I think it is.
You might be right. But they the thing is they freeze the tail, and that's how it like loosens itself
Right.
from her, and they pull it out, and it's just like a fucking 7-foot snake comes out of a mouth. That's like a real funny fucking scene.
Do they save her? Does she die?
Oh no, she fucking aliens in her.
she
It
definitely
fucking
does.
explodes out of her chest.
Oh, man, poor girl.
Millions of baby aliens.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, is that gonna happen?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think the aliens are gonna want to hang out with us.
Think?
I don't think they're going to want to come here and take everything over.
They know already. They're watching already.
I do like the whole concept that it's changing to like they live under the sea now. You know what I mean? Like that's
I
kind of.
haven't heard that.
I've heard Joe Rogan, like all the military bases on the seas, they see them go into the water instead of outer space.
Wow.
You really haven't heard that lately?
No, I haven't gotten
I
that
feel
one.
like that's been the last few podcasts of like where aliens are coming from, and they've been with us under the sea. Hence why, like, what do they say? 80% of it is not, discovered yet. It's pretty interesting if you
is
think about it
interesting.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, rather than like
Aliens.
coming from the sky in spaceships, they're coming
easier
up
to
out of
see,
the water.
right? Easier to see if they're coming down at us. Can't see shit underwater. Be interesting. I have to see if that Disney, because I swear to God, I put on Disney and I saw that smile and I saw exactly what you said with like the alien on the person's face like this, kind of look like Bane.
Yeah, you might be right.
It's fucking crazy.
The first scene of the movie was like they're living on some world, right? And it's like dystopian future type shit. But the coolest scene I thought was when they like just get in a spaceship and go up like through the atmosphere. That was cool. And then they're like in outer space, docking with this other thing where the aliens are eventually. It's nice.
I have a tough time with sci-fi movies like that. Like, do you get into it quick or is it a slow burn into the story? Because if it's slow, I'm checking right out of that fucking thing. I really am. Like a science fiction movie, like it's got to be, something's got to hit me right in the face right away.
Boom.
What about Interstellar?
You're like my children. Like that's how my children are with movies.
Interstellar's, what'd you just say?
That's how my children are with movies.
You're a dick. Interstellar is a little bit different because I think that was Christopher Nolan, right?
That was a great movie.
So
Great movie.
I was interested right away, but that is a slow burn. That movie's very depressing to me.
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was like
It
so
is.
beautiful at the end. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
It's
very
beautiful,
well
but
done.
it's sad.
But he dies.
So
He dies.
sad.
You don't like
But
that.
it's not about him dying. It's about him missing everything because of like one mistake.
I think that's-
Decades went by. Oh,
when he cries, when he sees that the daughter grew up.
yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, that takes you out
Can't,
every
you can't
time.
go
Anyway,
back. You can't go
I
back.
love that movie.
Sad.
No, I mean, when you decide to go out into outer space and do that journey, you got to know
True.
it's going to be a cost.
It's true. And I can't stand Catwoman, so she's annoying too.
Halle Berry.
No. Holloway? What the hell is her name?
Who?
You said Halle Berry. That was Catwoman.
And
from
it's very funny that
decades ago.
you referred to Anne Hathaway as
Anne
Catwoman.
Hathaway, yeah.
Like of all the
Yeah.
things that she's done, Catwoman is
Well,
like
she's
so.
done Devil Wears Prada. What's
She's
your
done
favorite
so many
movie?
movies.
What movie?
A lot.
Yeah, a
she's
lot.
garbage.
A lot of movies.
I
That
can't
drug
stand
movie.
her.
What was that drug movie?
What?
Where it was with Ryan. What's his face?
Love and Other Drugs?
Yeah, that one. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
she's yeah.
The Princess Diaries. Dark.
No, she's good.
Yeah, I
she's
was
good. She's
First online for the Princess Diaries.
Probably terrible
Who I
person in real
love,
life, but she's good.
Jessica
Chastain.
Chastain.
Jessica
yeah.
Chastain.
Chastain?
She's very good.
Oh my god, I love her.
Very good actress.
If
Love
there was
her.
ever going to be like that might have been this, so check this. If there was ever going to be like a live action Roger Rabbit movie,
She's Jessica
Jessica
Rabbit.
Chastain
Yeah.
is fucking
Oh,
Jessica
yeah?
Rabbit, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
I'm gonna have to check her out.
For shiz.
I know the
Oh.
name. I can't.
Oh,
I
God.
can't picture the face right now.
She is, Molly's Game.
Molly's
Yeah,
Game,
yeah, yeah.
great movie.
The poker game where she
Oh,
like
my
runs
God,
that.
love- That's
shit.
one of the best movies I've ever seen. I love that movie.
Never saw that. I should
Great
watch
movie.
that.
Really good. She's stunning.
Who
Girl
else was
crush vibes.
Catwoman other than Anne Hathaway and Halle Berry? It's
nobody.
always going to be Halle Berry for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's her face? With Michael Keaton.
Oh,
Zoe
yeah,
Kravitz?
the white chick.
Yeah. Super white chick.
Michelle
Winona Ryder?
Pfeiffer.
Michelle
Yes,
Pfeiffer.
that's it.
Yes. Good call. Man, you weren't even alive.
She's looking.
No,
it up.
I'm looking it up.
Remember Michelle Pfeiffer?
2024.
Remember Michelle Pfeiffer in Scarface?
Yeah. Absolutely. Not attractive to me.
No?
No, she's like an
Yeah.
ironing board.
Not my type either.
Yeah.
Meg, how was Switzerland? You still like living the high? You
Switz.
riding high?
It was lovely, 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 lovely. Exhausting, but it was great.
Why is
She
it
did too many
exhausting?
things. She did too many things.
They probably had an itinerary.
Oh, okay. Negativity right off the bat.
No, that's not negative.
No, it's not it wasn't a vacation. It was a trip. You go hiking, you're walking, you do a lot, and the food sucked. So I was probably a little malnourished, adding to the anxiety. But that's okay. Not anxiety, exhaustion. But it was great. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, for sure. Like, beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Expanding your cultural vocabulary.
Yes. A lot of hiking, a lot of gondolas.
Okay.
Any like new things
of-
you found out about Mike on the trip at all, or just everything was status quo?
We live together. There's not really much to find out at this point, you know?
Mike's got
We can-
well, you're not gonna find out that Mike's got like a weird kink for cows. Something.
No.
You look over this guy
Sneaking out in the middle of the night.
rubbing the side of a cow all of a sudden.
No, but it is funny, like, because he's traveling with me and I'm like taking all the aesthetic pictures, and then you look over and he's taking the picture of like the cow peeing like buckets to send to the guys.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
like the cow shit. And like then I go to airdrop the pictures to myself later and I don't realize, and I have like a video of a cow just like peeing gallons of, it's just like gross. Just being a boy.
They got to get it out.
Respect.
Yeah.
So the food
But it
was really bad?
Great. Food was not good. No offense to the Swiss. It's funny. You see, everyone's like skinny, but no one's fit. And it's probably because they're protein deficient, because there was like no protein in that damn city.
Really?
Yeah. Like there's pizza, super expensive. It was okay. Schnitzel. And then like sausages. That would be the menu.
Schnitzel's
Or
good
fondue.
though, if it's done the right way. Schnitzel can be
Yeah.
nice. But
Isn't
I guess
that protein?
I guess you can't eat schnitzel every day, all day.
It is. You can't eat schnitzel every day.
What a funny word. What
But-
a great word. Schnitzel.
Wiener schnitzel.
Schnitzel?
Isn't schnitzel
Swiss
just like a chicken
schnitzel.
cutlet, basically?
Basically.
I'll eat that.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Pork.
And then,
There was a restaurant here in Lindenhurst,
Yeah.
the Village Lantern. They had a schnitzel sandwich on a fucking pretzel bread.
It was good? Yeah?
Lights
that's
out.
probably significantly better.
Lights
out.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah.
was Americanified.
Damn.
You know?
Yeah.
That shit was Americanified, probably had honey mustard on it, fucking American cheese.
They don't kill those cows there for the meat? Like they don't use
I
those
think
cows?
they do. I think they
we go.
love them.
This guy, get ready for that. For 5 more times in this episode.
What?
This guy said I'm hungry.
Oh, he said I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's not gonna end.
Wait, I say that in the last episode?
As soon as you get that in your brain, it just comes out.
I'm hungry?
Like 5 to
I'm
6
starving.
more
He's
times.
gonna say, "Should we order something?" By the time we get to the episode at 5 o'clock, he's gonna say, "Should we order something?"
That's
You
what
wanna
I
order
do?
something?
Is that place still open?
Oh,
that
yeah.
fucking German place?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife won't go because she's not
it's German.
Nor will she eat anything.
I'll go there right now.
What's the name of that place?
Yeah,
Village
yeah.
Lantern.
That's what it's called.
So no good beef cuts? No, nothing?
So Kurt, you would have loved it. The beer. I'm not a beer drinker, as you know, but Mike's a big beer guy. He could not stop talking about the beers.
Yeah?
He said they
Swiss
were
beers?
fantastic. Oh, Swiss beers hit apparently.
How do they serve
He took a
them?
picture of like every single one.
Do they serve them warm?
What? No.
Like room
What the fuck,
like room
Kurt?
temperature. Do they serve them
legit
room
question.
temperature?
That's what they do.
No.
in other
Oh,
countries.
good. I'm not
I
a
don't think
huge
so.
I'm not a fan of the room
No.
temperature.
No, he
serve
didn't say
them
that one.
warm?
But like with like the pop tops, like
Oh,
with the
yeah,
little
yeah.
rubber
Oh, yeah.
stopper.
Wing tops.
Little gross.
Yeah.
But what I liked is like
packs.
here you go to a bar and you'll get a Modelo and it'll come in a Corona glass. Like the branding, you would get a certain brand, it would come in a certain branded glass
Love that.
meant for that beer, perfect size with a matching coaster.
Oh,
It
love
was like everything.
I feel like that's a
was
very European
cohesive.
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like
It was
that's-
fantastic and he loved it. And then imagine you're having a beer with like the most beautiful view you've ever seen in the background. So it was just like the experience too.
I used to have that view all the time at Duke's Neutral Corner in Lindenhurst. The view in the background was a Long Island Railroad going by.
Except the cup was the wrong brand. The cup was always the wrong brand.
And it might have been Budweiser in a fucking
Right.
Coors Light frosted thing that tasted like,
with fingerprints on
yeah,
it.
with fingerprints on it.
Yeah.
That tasted like the fucking milk that spilled in the same container that they froze it in fucking 10 years ago.
Disgusting.
Weren't you drinking like a cider called like Switzy cider?
Yeah, the one you responded to. It was literally called Switzy Cider and it was fantastic.
That's awesome.
That and Hugo Spritz
Hugo Spritz?
were, yeah, I
that a
had never
cocktail?
had one of those before. It's a cocktail. It's like elderflower liqueur,
That's definitely not for me.
mint, and like Prosecco.
Although I can't
Oh
really
my
talk
God.
shit because like Fucking
So
Aperol
good.
spritzes are amazing, and like, but before I ever had an Aperol spritz, it's definitely be like, yeah, right, no fucking chance I'm drinking that.
Nor are you ordering
See-
it out loud.
Yeah.
But now
They're
I'll order Aperol
beautiful,
spritz,
but
no
I don't
problem.
like 'em. I don't like Aperol. That's an acquired taste.
You did do one no-no, which I was very surprised. You were posting pictures on vacation while you were on vacation.
What?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a no-no.
Why is that a no-no?
Now when you have all the
Because
content.
you're telling everybody that you're not home.
Oh,
You can't let
Oh.
that out there.
my wife worries about shit like that.
I don't think that's a smart idea.
My dad worries about that.
Your dad
I don't
should
have
worry
a
about that.
house.
But what does that mean you don't have a house? You still got shit in it.
Yeah, they're gonna come and take a fucking selection of sexy fairy books that are behind her right now.
They know there's more in there. Bougie.
Yeah.
I got my air fryer.
Coming
Take your Peloton.
to- the Peloton. I was about to say they're coming to get the Peloton. No, I had too much to offer. I would never post that he was gone. That would scare me more than saying the apartment's by him. Because like, who wants to come steal stuff from my apartment? They want to come steal me
Oh my God.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
funny.
without my strong protector here. Yeah. But it was fabulous. It was a great time.
How's like the general aesthetic of the Swiss people? Like they're clean, they smell, good looking, not so good looking.
Well, she said they're thin, but they're
It's-
soft.
Yeah, it's also hard to tell like who's necessarily Swiss or not, but from my guessing, everyone's pretty good looking people. You could tell they're European by the outfits. Like jean jorts, a lot of like tough, tight denim shorts on men, which you know I'm out on, no offense.
Don't love
to the
those.
jorts community. No.
But what?
Very blunt culturally.
Oh, sure.
also.
Yeah, but I think most Europeans are like that. They're very different than we are.
Yeah.
Where?
Everyone speaks English.
But you weren't in Geneva though, right?
No.
You were far from there.
I mean, it's not a huge country, but we weren't in Geneva.
Got it.
Yeah.
You were in
the
Zurich.
closest I got to that was probably like 45 minutes.
You were in-
Zurich, and then the mountains in the middle, and then Lucerne.
Got it. Lucerne.
Yeah.
There's something like serious in Lucerne, I think, right?
What do you mean by serious?
Isn't that where
Yeah, Davos.
But
Isn't that where it is?
Davos, or is it or am I thinking CERN? The fucking something's in Lucerne.
Yeah.
I didn't
Something
read
like important.
textbooks.
I think.
a lot of you would have had a field day. So many watches.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Swiss watches.
It's the
So many watches.
the watch place.
Are they like cheaper?
Yeah.
They gotta be, right?
From what I heard,
mean-
you still can't get Rolex at retail, which I think is ridiculous.
But then you gotta like
Yeah, I
pay
mean,
duty. What is it? Taxes? Duty? What is it called?
Duties.
The duties.
When
Tariffs.
you come over, you gotta declare.
Yeah.
Did you have to declare
Yeah.
anything? What'd you bring back? Any souvenirs?
Yeah, anything for us?
No. Yeah, right.
Gosh, not even a
no.
hat?
What about chocolate? Did you do chocolate?
Of course, I did chocolate. I did bring home chocolate for my parents. It was very good.
Oh,
Was it next level, or it was just very good?
Duty free.
It was very good. I mean, I
But,
like all chocolate.
You could probably get
we
chocolate.
had a chocolate bar that was fabulous. Like we would not shut up the whole time we were eating it.
Okay.
Just
Like,
straight
really,
chocolate.
really, really good.
Nothing in it.
It was like a crunch, like a Swiss. Think of a crunch bar, like a Swiss crunch bar.
So
Milk
what?
I
chocolate.
fucking need one
thick.
right now.
Not rice.
Fucking hungry.
Not
No,
crackle.
I don't even know. Whatever the crunchies are, maybe it is rice. It
Yeah.
was so good.
Yeah, it's usually rice.
Switzy crunkies.
Yeah,
Well, that's good.
A lot
I'm
of good
glad-
ice cream,
Yeah. Well, dairy.
good
right?
ice cream.
Well, their real food
yeah.
sucked, so they needed to eat ice cream every night.
Yeah, yeah.
Have we talked about protein ice cream yet? Have we talked about that?
Hold on one second on the protein ice cream before we leave Swiss. So if you guys walked into a bar and your man's getting a beer, what is in their action? Tell me how they approached you.
So this is funny. They don't have like we would go and we would sit on the water and like just go to get a table for a drink. They don't have a hostess.
Okay.
So they expect you to just grab an open table, which I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble here, but that's just what they want you to do. They don't come over with a menu. They don't come over and say, hi, my name is Megan. I'm gonna be your server. What can I get you? Can I get you some water? They come over, they say, you ready? And you're like, okay, hey.
You ready?
How are we doing?
So how are you
Yeah,
supposed to guess what's
very
on the
impressed.
menu?
Did they not like you sitting there just wanting a drink too?
No, they were fine with that. I think they get that a lot. And people just rip cigarettes. Kurt would love it.
Yeah.
Just cigarettes and
What are they
beer.
smoking?
Yeah.
Minis? Are they smoking ultra
Yeah.
thins?
Literally right in your face, too.
While they eat, it's in their right hand, and they're getting chicken nuggets in their left
Ashtrays
hand.
at every single table.
Were they a little
great.
rude? Like a little?
A little bit.
Little?
I wouldn't necessarily rude. It's just like they're a little more
God
to the point.
damn it.
Don't expect you to tip.
Oh yeah, they don't tip in
They
front
don't
of
ask for
Europe.
tip
They
or
don't tip in
anything,
Europe.
which honestly was better because it was so expensive in general.
I have a related story.
Feels weird though, not tipping.
I was in Paris once.
It does.
And I was with Derek Sherman, and we went to a place. He was hungry. I just wanted a drink. So we go into this place. We sit down. He orders a bowl of pasta. I don't order nothing. We were the only people in the restaurant. There was nobody in the restaurant whatsoever. And I'm like, I'll just have a beer. The lady looks at me and says, we're not in America. We don't do that.
Really?
And I'm like, what? I'm like, there's nobody in this fucking place. And my
You
friend
had to order food?
She
wanted money.
No, I wound up just getting it, but she was so mad and so rude about it.
I don't think French people are nice.
And I was just like, I don't understand. Like there was not one other fucking soul in the whole place. It's very interesting. Just
Fuck
a-
other countries.
yeah, fucking
You know?
screw them. America's big
the
enough.
flight over though, Kurt, I had to tell you, it was fabulous.
Really?
The plane was massive. We were at like 40,000 feet the whole time. You know, I was watching the stats.
Ooh, how many
We
rows?
barely bumped around. It was a 2-4-2.
Oh, that's a
We had
huge
our
plane.
own row up too. They fed you so much.
Holy cow.
They feed you all these things. They give you a wet towel for your hands.
Movies.
It
Ooh,
was
I like
fabulous.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, international flights are different. for
So do you
sure.
like finish a movie and then you got to start a whole nother one and say, wow, I got to watch a whole nother movie before we're actually there?
Dude, when I went to
7.5
Hawaii, I watched
hours.
4 movies.
That's so
Yeah.
many.
I know, it was great.
Yeah.
You love that.
Podcasts. Yeah, podcasts, movies, sleep a little bit, repeat it. Then they bring you a snack. It was great.
So that was the ride home. Since the ride-
Totally fine also.
Oh, okay.
Smooth and easy.
Now
Yeah,
you
like
can
not
go
a single
anywhere.
bump. It was great.
Now you
No,
can go
I feel
anywhere.
like I feel safe. Yeah. Wing is huge on the plane.
Female
How
pilot?
many pilots are on it? I don't know, but on the way there, we did have a moment like halfway through, dead over the ocean, where they go, "Hey, do we have a doctor on the plane?" And you see the flight attendant like run, and I'm like, "Please, God."
No way.
Yeah, and
Pilot's
I
got a
had
hole in
one
his
of my
head.
good friends. One of my friends last year went on a transatlantic flight, and a guy died on the plane in the middle of the
Oh
ocean.
my
And she
gosh.
thought that the plane was getting hijacked, so I was like a little scared, but it was fine. He probably just like
Somebody
felt a little sick.
Somebody had diarrhea.
Well, you don't really know. You didn't watch everybody get off that plane.
No, I didn't.
Somebody might have died
But
next to you.
it was fine. I'm like, I'm just trying to watch my movie with my eye mask on my head.
Okay, sir. So wait until we get there
Yeah.
and die.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have a heart attack, don't. But yeah, it was great. That's the Swiss overview.
What about the love it? Happy for you. Glad you got there and you're back. We missed you.
Thank you.
What about the protein ice cream?
Yeah, here we go. You have a Ninja Creamy?
What? No, I don't.
Oh.
Maybe I do. Rebel ice cream and Halo Top. Halo Top's got serious protein. Rebel's like sugar-free, dairy-free, but fucking delicious. You know about
Yeah,
it?
they're good.
No, I mean, I've had those before, not with protein. in them.
Halo Top is like, you do a whole pint of Halo Top, it's got like 15 grams of protein.
What if you do 3?
You're good for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
it's
if you
all-
do like, yeah, but how bad are they? Like,
not like, I mean, substantially less bad.
Okay.
I mean, not, obviously not like perfect, but substantially less bad. It's not like,
It's
yeah.
substantial. I mean, calorically.
Yeah,
they're
calorically
nothing
much
compared
less.
to a pint of Ben and Jerry's is like quadruple.
Yeah.
But it tastes so much better.
Yeah, it does. It does. But I mean, in a pinch, it's got not bad.
During the week, it's fun.
Yeah, during the week. That's, yeah.
It's like my
Go
yeah, that's my week time ice cream.
go for ice cream. I don't think you go the healthy route for ice cream. If you're going to give
But on a
yourself a treat.
Tuesday.
No, but like
You gotta
what
have a
she's
few
talking about the
spoons.
same thing. Like after dinner on a fucking Tuesday, Wednesday, you know what I mean? A little hit.
Few spoons.
You know what I mean? And you're not, it's kind of nice.
But how many times a week you slotting that in there?
If it's there, I'll have a couple of spoonsies.
2-3 grams of protein.
Fucking, but like
What?
real ice cream.
Oh, gosh.
I don't do it a lot.
I just had
I don't do it a lot either, but when I do it,
the 49th coffee shop opened up in my town the other day, and half of what they do is like ice cream at nighttime, and I refused to get the coffee there because I got loyalties to others. But the fucking ice cream, holy shit! It's like the creamiest, like thickest. Fill your mouth up. Just take it
God.
all over.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
So
I want a
fucking
piece of
good.
that ice cream.
You can't.
Oh my God. Do you want to say the name? I was going to say, we'll clip this and we'll tag them. But I don't know if we're going to want to clip that.
Ice
What's the
cream
name of the
wouldn't
place?
make it
Hot
sex.
ice.
Men from the whole town will be there any minute.
The coffee place, I almost went to that coffee place you were talking about in Amityville. What's it called? Like Tired Hands or something?
Fortunate Hands.
Yeah, same thing.
Tired hands.
That's the name of a brewery, actually.
I pulled in and then I pulled out.
Who does that?
Me.
Did you get scared of the coffee?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I pulled into the parking lot and I was like, I don't want to do this.
I get made fun of sometimes for having an afternoon coffee. What's so bad about having an afternoon
Wintertime afternoon coffee's nice.
Fucks you up.
coffee? I don't
For
know.
sleeping?
Yeah. Whether you realize it or not, it does.
Yeah, maybe it does.
For me, it'll play on my my acid reflux.
Yeah, coffee's fucking great.
I
love
love coffee. When I was in the office and like occasionally we would get like a wild hair and get an afternoon coffee. Those are some of the best office memories that I have.
Yeah.
That's similar to Jesse getting hungry. He'd be like, "You want Starbucks? Let's go get Starbucks. Anyone want Starbucks? We're going to Starbucks. Me and Meg are going." And I'll be like, "I have a quadruple latte, extra vanilla, extra oat milk,
But it's also Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Starbucks."
To Starbucks.
I'm going to fucking Starbucks. What do you want? Ventis?
Yeah.
Grandes? What are you
Listen.
getting?
Starbucks.
Espressos?
Starbucks on Long Island don't have no R's.
Imagine the sign actually read like that.
Fucking
SDAH.
regionally appropriate.
There should be a store that does that.
Starbucks.
Are you transitioning to hot coffee yet, John? Or are you staying on ice for a
You
little
know,
longer?
I blew that whole thing up. I don't do a lot of iced coffee anymore. I like hot coffee. I don't know.
I've never had
I've been
ice
doing more
cream.
ice than hot. I've been like the opposite.
I never got into it. I don't dislike it. Like I've had it on occasions and I can appreciate it, but I never got into
What
it.
age did you start drinking coffee?
At the beer distributor,
Oh, yeah?
light and sweet.
Jesus Christ.
I think I started drinking coffee right after I started getting hangovers, like right after we started drinking. You know what
I
I
didn't
mean?
do
Like,
coffee until college.
Me too.
or like on days when we would work like full day, like 9 to 8 or whatever, like the full, what did you call it? Working the wheel.
Think about it.
Like-
all those energy drinks didn't exist back then, if you think about it.
I never got into those either.
No, and they're not good to get into, but now there's a billion of them.
And kids
Yeah.
rip them shits.
Oh, yeah.
That was like that video I was just playing for you. That's a funny video. You ever see that video? That Tim Ferriss just posted it, and he was like, because a guy our age, and he was like, when I was a teenager, nobody ever talked about that word mindfulness. You know why? Because you were mindful half of your fucking day. He goes,
Yeah.
It wasn't
I saw that. I did
it
see
wasn't
that.
a cable service
I did
living
see
in
that.
your pocket.
I did see that.
He's like, you were on the bus. You were riding the bus. You were watching condensation on the window.
Yep.
You had to wait for somebody. You waited for them. And but the way he put it was very it was interesting because I didn't really think about it like that.
Yeah.
People's patience are gone.
And it's not a bad or worse thing. I'm not coming on but it was better during our time. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that it was completely you didn't the amount of distractions were just not there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like you had to be alone with yourself a lot.
Yeah, I did see that clip. That was
Now
pretty
people
good.
get offended when they're by themselves.
What do you mean?
That's how they get sad. They get emotional.
See, you're taking it to the better or worse place.
I'm sorry.
I'm just making an observation.
I'll stop.
being negative.
I'm sorry. No, it's very positive. People love being by themselves with nothing to do. I'll shut up now.
Okay.
You know what's coming close, and I can't believe it.
What?
Football season's here, and I don't even like it.
Oh God.
It's here. That's it.
Megan said, "Oh, God."
The next 4 months, 5 months, it's over.
Why don't you like it?
Big draft next week.
Oh,
Huge.
yeah, I'm sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you going to help him?
Ginormous. No, but my dad's already peer pressuring him to join a doubles league that my dad does.
It's
with
tough to
him.
coach
And
a
I'm
league with
oh
somebody
my
else.
God.
I know. I'm about to do it. And I'm
Oof.
not happy about it.
That's
I was
very, very difficult.
forced into it.
Somebody asked me to be in one not too long ago. I forget who it was.
Which I think is hilarious. 'Cause
It's-
does
That's
that person know
asking
you?
me to be in it.
Yeah, does that person
I might
know
be
you?
better.
Wasn't it Brian? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is he doing in it? Does he even watch football?
He does. He has like that one pair of sweatpants he puts on every Sunday during the NFL season. And he's just one of the rest of the guys at that point.
How many are you two in, Kurt and John?
Literally, I am down to one right now.
Yeah, 2. You got to limit
Okay.
yourself. You
I'm,
can't.
I'm asking for one more, though.
Yeah, 2's enough.
2 would be great.
2's enough.
Two.
But I don't have enough friends to get invited to another league, so I'm down to 1.
All
We
the
could do
fucking
one.
guests out there. I mean, all the fans out there.
Yes.
Forget what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Someone invite
Do you
Kurt to the
have
fantasy league.
leagues? Yeah. Or did you do the drafts yet? When are they? How are we feeling? What spot are you in? Do you know?
I did one on Sunday night with my cousin.
Did you
and,
do one already?
And his
Holy
friends
cow.
who are all like gamers. He listens to the show all the time. And I was fucking with them because my other cousin, who's older than him, it's his brother, like they were like creating a Discord channel to chat about like trades and
Kurt's out.
all the other
I
things.
would be out in a heartbeat.
Kurt's out.
I'd miss everything.
Fucking
I get it.
eyes rolled hard.
It's
I would miss everything.
You said Discord. You fucking like this.
Why not just have a group
God.
chat? I mean, it's that easy.
so that was the point. That was the point of like my cousin. But I was also like fucking with them. Like I didn't know what they were talking about.
Right.
And I was like, "What's the deal with that? Like, do I pay with crypto? You know?"
oh my
A
god.
little Bitcoin action to get in
And I
there.
know that they had like another side chat going on. Like, what the fuck is
This
wrong with
fucking
this guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I was like, then I said, when I finally said, don't worry about it. I know what it is. I already have a profile. Which I
Right.
had to go like reset my password because I forgot about it. And then I was like, listen, when I win, everybody's got to buy one of my NFTs.
There you go. Perfect. Why
that's fine.
not just have a group chat? It's super easy.
Because they get into the whole, they're fucking a little bit nerdy. They get into the whole like one person's got an Android, so then we can't have that group
Why?
message.
Because it shows up green?
No, because the messages don't go through half the time.
I was gonna say. No, I've seen people get mad that it's green.
Yeah, it's a huge debate. It's
Whatever.
Republicans and Democrats
Everybody's
all
gotta
over again.
relax. Everybody's got to relax.
You want to talk about
Well, you guys
politics?
are excited.
Yeah, fucking can't
No.
wait.
I don't get excited until it starts.
What are you
I
guys
don't-
doing about first down dogs?
We're doing it today.
We're doing
Me
it
and-
today.
me and
First show,
Curtis.
baby.
Just you two guys?
Wow.
That's cute.
That's it? You're the only two
Cute.
doing it?
You just said cute.
That's not cute.
Wow.
15-minute limit,
Yep.
which is going to be a fucking disaster.
It's going to be really bad.
There's
The show's only gonna be 15 minutes?
Yeah.
You gonna,
You 30.
you gonna make it like a segment?
15 minutes.
I don't know what we're doing. I'm
We don't
just
know.
following John.
The only rules are 15 minutes, and it's got to happen right after this is over.
Yes.
Gotta go.
Gotta
Okay.
go. You just gotta go.
Is that why we're starting at 3:30?
No. No, because every single Tuesday I get, could we start a little earlier?
Yeah.
You know?
That-
Kurt, what time you getting here?
I'm good with
You're
that.
going to be by 2:30?
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Yeah, whatever.
We're dying down at work. This is the last busy week, so I should be back to normal now. I'm hoping to be out
let's
by
go football
1.
and sports.
I'll remember you said that.
Get me out at 1.
I'll remember you said that next week when you're like, I think I'm going to be late. But then you still show up early somehow.
Possibly. I want
That
a
was
weed
the best
water.
one.
Just trying to prepare. I'd love a weed water.
Did we ever reach out to them?
Yeah, we were.
We're all over the place.
They never responded.
I think they responded, but I don't think I ever followed up.
Which one? Can? Like cans? Which one?
Long Island Wiseguy shared our Long Island Mom post today.
Yeah, that's great.
Is it going?
I messaged them and I said, come on the show.
It wasn't a reel. It was just it just shared my story.
Did you find out if it's one person or a group of people?
I
yet?
wanna. I mean, can we get the wise guy on here? I feel like we should hang out with them.
Yeah, imagine it's just like some fucking dweeb.
But I bet you he don't use his R's either. Or they. She.
He don't use his R's.
There's no R's over
Okay,
at Long
Grammar
Island.
King.
Maybe there's a
Yeah.
lot of R's. Maybe they're different, you know? Shout out, you know?
Because at the end of the day, what are they doing? Just sharing other
people's
right?
videos that are from Long Island.
Is it original content also? I feel bad.
I don't know.
I don't know because I'm like fucking my brain is just filled
I
with
feel like Jesse would know that
content.
Why would I know?
because I feel like you're on Long Island Wise Guys a lot.
I'm not at all. I'm just curious as to who is the Long Island
You
Wise
don't know
guy
if there's
a guy?
original content or not. Do you follow?
That's a great like thing though. Like
What?
to create something and then never reveal who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
awesome.
pretty cool.
Like what's it gonna take?
Can that be one of could we have like a mission to get crack the code, get to the bottom of it?
I mean, I don't think we're gonna be the people that will crack the code.
I
not?
don't. You have no faith.
How many followers do you have?
Like 500,000.
It's gonna take a little bit to get it. If he's doing it on purpose enough,
Yeah.
it's probably like some 82-year-old grandma.
That'd be sick.
7 servers in a basement.
Named Eleanor.
Some catfish Jimmy.
We got to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. They never respond. I message them often. They don't respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to be known.
Or him or her.
Right.
You know.
Responded to me today.
No, didn't respond to you. Shared your thing. They've
And
done that before.
Then I said thank you, and they responded back.
What did I say?
Look at that.
They liked it.
Okay.
No. That's not responding.
Because I was trapping you there. Because if you would have said, I said, well, why don't you fucking ask them to come on the show? What the fuck are you doing?
I will.
You know?
After we clip this and send it out.
I think he said I was DMing with them.
I was. You want to
We're
see?
gonna run that back. But
You're
did
like-
they actually say anything?
No, they liked
Words.
it. I gave them one of these jams, and they liked it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's like a guy that's like, yeah, I'm talking to this girl, and you look at his text, and it's just like
Listen,
all
let
him.
me tell you
but she,
something.
like,
I've been exaggerating
puts
my
out
whole
one.
life, and it's worked out. It has.
This is a forum where you get called out.
Called out on it all the time.
No, but I'm
And that's
open.
what it should be.
I'm okay. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know why we're
Okay.
saying what we do all the time.
live your truth.
What?
I wish we were in the Swiss Alps so I could smoke a cigarette right now.
I'm so
Oh, you would
happy
love
that
it.
we are not. From the smoking and the food situation. You know?
Food. Oh, their food?
Yeah.
I always want to be in
Yeah.
a situation where I could eat dinner and then smoke a cigar at the table
Ooh.
right after dinner, like an outside dinner. Finish eating, you got your drink, and then you pop open you cut open a stogie and you just go right there. That's something that I think about a lot. Not a lot of environments in which
Never
you can
done
do
it?
that. I probably not, because where are you going to be? I mean, other than like at my house, but that doesn't count.
I don't know. That's gross to me.
Restaurant, oof.
Dude, restaurants, like imagine being in an airplane back in the day and everybody's like
Smoking?
Just 4 of them are smoking cigarettes.
Well, so many people
Oh.
smoked.
Yeah. I was watching the podcast before to edit the clips, and I saw you talk, Kurt, about going to the airport and not being able to smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Smoking lounges in the airport past security.
See, no, they know what they're doing over there.
No, we're
They know
fucking
what they're doing.
tight ass fucking Puritan fucking idiots.
Yeah, well, no,
the rest
what
of the
really-
world is
Yeah, but I mean,
is
it's
loose.
actually not good for you, though, so it's
no,
kind of
and-
cool that
and
we
I get
don't
that.
promote that.
And I was against it going out of bars back in the day. I was against it at first, and then I was like, you know what? It's much better that you don't smoke in bars. But the fact that people could sit next to you and vape and release their stress in a airport situation, and you can't do that with your cigarettes, that's when I get really pissy.
Yeah, but
I
they're
mean-
just harming themselves, right?
So
yeah,
we
the
think.
secondhand
You're
smoke
harming other
situation.
people.
So we think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
But we could say so we
But
think
you could
about anything.
you could also make a smoking section. If you can make 3 different bathrooms, you can make a roped out area for smoking.
No, it still gets in my lungs.
It's still popular enough where people are paying $16 for it.
Yeah.
So
What's-
let people smoke.
Inside smoking is gross though.
Inside smoking is gross. I get it.
So you're going to go outside the airport. You're going to have a little outside area where you're
little
going out and
courtyard?
smoking.
Make a courtyard.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
It's dirty.
That's reasonable. I think
But what's
that's
interesting is
I
you
think that's
see
totally
people like
reasonable when you
me.
think about it.
I think it's completely reasonable. What'd you say, Meg?
Yeah. Like here, you don't see in America like a mid-20s young gal going smoking a cig, ripping
No.
cig.
Yeah, not a cool
All
gal.
Over.
Oh, that's my race car.
If you're standing outside of
Yeah.
a bar at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning, I bet you see a lot of fucking little lassies
I mean,
like you
Yep.
puffing on them.
Nah, not my kind of girl. But anyway, a lot of cute little gals. And I'm like, you guys, that's gross. No offense to the smokers in the room.
What, saying that smokers are gross?
No, yeah, no offense to that.
Yeah, I want to hear what they say at 2 in the morning when they're looking for an Uber. I guarantee you they want a cigarette.
I think the vaping.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's interesting seeing people that look like me smoke because I feel like I don't see that a lot here.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, people are definitely smoking less. They're also drinking less.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like
100%.
if you can have this nice, convenient machine in your pocket versus, I need a fucking.
But we don't know what that is.
I need one of the natural elements to light the end of this on fire and burn
I wonder
it
what
down.
the numbers are on that.
All right, so we don't know what that is, and you're also possibly talking about people just smoking weed freely. Why could you walk around the street and smoke weed?
I don't think you should be able to.
But you can.
If it doesn't affect other people.
You can smoke cigarettes on the street.
you could smoke cigarettes on the street. Sometimes you can't smoke in front of in certain buildings. You couldn't smoke in front of the Chelsea Market building.
Yeah, but you probably can't smoke weed in front of that building either.
I think you could smoke weed wherever the hell you want.
I don't think so. If you can't smoke cigarettes, you can't smoke weed. I agree with you. I think that it is reasonable for big public places to have like a courtyard that people can smoke if they want to smoke.
Yeah, I don't think you should be able to
Inside
go
smoking absolutely is
I don't think you
ridiculous.
should be able to go to the Barclays and not be able to leave to smoke a cigarette. If I choose to miss out on the show or the basketball game or whatever, and listen, I've done it where you don't have to go and it's fine. You can spend the 2 to 3 hours, but there should be an available area.
I think it's a security thing.
Maybe.
More
I
than
think that's
anything
how it
else.
started, but I also think that's laziness. I think that's laziness.
Maybe.
And also, you can see the level of like where it really is not a good thing for you. There is no there's no benefit of it, and like making the choice to opt out of it, like it's kind of like
It's still an addictive drug that people are hooked on. So you're okay with them spending top dollar for something, but you're not okay with them walking out to center field and being able to smoke one cigarette in a fucking 4-hour
but
baseball
If
game.
you're fucking saying that,
you're
then,
bringing your own
where's the
cigarettes
where's
in
the
with
fucking
you.
cocaine section?
yeah,
You know?
that's a good section.
Cocaine's not legal. Cigarettes are legal. I mean, come on, that was crazy, John.
You can the cocaine section. Cocaine section
absolutely crazy.
Cocaine section is wherever you're at. You know what I mean? Just pull a little baggie out of your pocket and just go. Beep.
It's kind of like the original vape.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's that crack section? That's what I'm looking for.
Let me think of something else that's legal.
No, because then let's say they were to do it, then they would have to obligate you to buy your cigarettes from them. Because like what?
No.
Yeah, but I'm saying like your argument about it's they're making money on it. They're not making money on it. If you bring your own cigarettes in and there's a courtyard for you to smoke, what does that do for them? Absolutely nothing.
It probably sells more beer.
No, it
people will
doesn't.
hang out there and
Not
just
unless
drink beer.
in that courtyard was also a bar.
Listen, there's great conversation.
I agree.
In the cigarette
I
area.
agree. I still, as a
There's amazing conversation.
as a non-smoking adult, I like to go out to the smoker section
You
from
do.
time to time.
And there's a
and
lot of
chill
people like
with the
that.
smokers because there's always good combo going.
You
with
do it
smoking.
here.
I do it
You're
here
like,
all
what
the
are you doing?
time.
You're going outside for a cigarette?
I love
I'm
going
coming.
outside when you guys go out and smoke.
See,
Or even when
bring
it's
back
just
the
you.
little sections. We're just looking for a 10 by 10 area. It's fine.
Let's do it. Start a little movement.
Everybody will be
Yeah,
here.
start
You have a
petition.
voice.
TheSmokingSection.com.
My dad he'll sign it.
I can't believe your dad smokes.
Why?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
You would believe it if
Her
you met
whole
him. You would
household just
definitely
seems so
believe
pure.
Her dad, like
My dad's
I've
a
never met him,
Long
but from
Island
what I know of
guy.
him, like her dad's like the opposite brand of her. Like he's different.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Does he go to bowl games?
Like you would hang. I feel like you would hang with her dad.
why? Because he
My
smokes?
dad's the kind of guy that's like, it looks better on TV. I don't want to go to the game. I want to be on the couch.
Yeah, I agree with that. It does look better on TV.
Yeah, and drink Coors Light.
Dennis,
No
I think you
water.
got a fan right here, Dennis.
Yeah.
Love this guy.
Yeah.
He's just replenishing with Coors Light. He's got to get his water. I understand what he's doing.
Okay. Yeah.
His water.
That's
His
it.
water.
I saw another Long Island. I think he's a comedian. You've probably seen him before. He like does like a Long Island mom skit.
Oh, yeah.
That guy's
He's
hysterical.
really, really funny.
Oh, what's his name?
I don't.
Yeah,
Nick
he wears
something?
the wig.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the wine in the backyard and
I
stuff.
love
Like, that guy's been
him.
around for a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
Why do I want to say
yeah.
his name is Zach?
Yeah, it might be Zach. Zach or Nick. Very close.
I don't know, but
He's like, she's like, your father bought cornhole. You guys should play.
Yeah. Yep.
he's hilarious. He's so funny.
Hysterical.
I saw him when it was like Halloween, Christmas lights, and they were walking around, and he was like, "My aunt Dame used to live here. Let me go inside. Let me see what it looks like now." She would have let me in.
Something that's like the funniest part about it is he's got that like 5 o'clock shadow with
Oh,
the
yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
It's like purposely. It's like a strategic move. It's great.
It's funny.
Yeah. Moms.
Long Island.
Oh no, that's not him.
Wonder if I'll ever leave the country.
Like for a trip
You
or to
should.
live?
Canada and Mexico, I feel like don't count either. Or
Well,
the
I've
Bahamas.
been to Tijuana. I don't think that counts.
Okay.
I think we should.
Oh,
pack
I
it
did
all
go to
in.
St. Lucia. I guess that counts. But that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to another.
You're gonna go tropical.
I'm gonna go tropical.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Come to the DO with me.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous. They all have guns. It seems like you sit around on stones next to an unfinished mansion. It's so scary to me. How am I going to sleep there?
I've been going there for 20 years.
How am I going to
Nothing
sleep?
bad's ever happened
Is
to me.
there a bed with a door and
No,
windows?
but we'll go to a hotel. When you come with me, we'll go to a hotel.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like a real hotel.
Yeah.
Bring
At
your four
on the
kids.
beach.
What kind of bugs are there?
I don't fucking know.
Like big ones,
Kurt,
right?
you're insane.
No.
I think we should pack this whole operation up and move it over there.
To the DR?
Yeah.
Our
On the
internet
beach?
service might be better.
Yeah, they do have better internet than we do here.
They do?
Shout out Nexus.
Yeah, I think that sucks.
It's fucking terrible.
Yikes.
That's right.
My mom texted me yesterday and goes, watch out for the mosquitoes. I was like, what? She's like, West Nile's back.
Oh,
No
yeah.
way.
That's a mom
Killer
thing.
No, the killer mosquitoes in Massachusetts.
Nice.
They're taking over.
Yeah.
What do you mean? How
Here we
big
go.
are they?
Here we
Allegedly.
go. You don't
I
know.
have no idea.
I think they're just regular sized mosquitoes. You don't know the difference.
Next thing you know, you're dead on a plane.
Yeah, so if you don't
To
hear from
Switzerland.
me.
It happens that
And
fast?
she gave no context. West Nile virus. I was
Back.
like, okay.
I remember when that came out. It's also called encephalitis or something, right?
They're going to be dying soon, though. It's going to get cold.
There's a lot of standing water around.
It's a lot of standing
That's a
water
mom thing
around.
to say.
I got bit up on my ankles
is.
the other day.
Yeah, I've been getting hammered lately. I don't know what it is. It's not a thing that usually I get.
We got Mosquito Joe this year, and it's really worked.
Nice.
Where? Here or your house?
My house.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
need Mosquito Joe here.
I feel like that's a lot of
Yeah.
money, though. How much is that? Like, I feel like they scam you. They're like, yeah, we'll come over. It'll be $100. We'll spray your area, and then I feel like they just like show up. You're gonna see Mosquito Joe's like van in front of your house, and then a bill for $250
water.
like every spraying water.
I don't remember
Feel
how
like
much
you're
it
good
cost,
to
but
go.
I remember when I asked and I was told it wasn't a number that I was like, oh shit, that's a lot.
Right, but I want to know if they show up again, like not being announced.
I think
like
they come.
just
I
show
think
up.
they come like every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a scam.
It's not a scam. It's a
think it's a
service that you
scam.
pay for.
I think it's a scam.
And it hasn't been any mosquitoes in my
It's
backyard.
like one of those things where they like let them in the door and then they just keep on coming until you tell them, "Yo, dude, your bill's out of control." That's what I think. It's like, how do I owe Mosquito Joe $550?
That's like a landscaping move. That's like an old school way of billing. It's
like, I picked up your leaves.
It's like I mowed your lawn. Here's the bill.
Oh,
You
by the
know?
way, I planted 3 trees.
You know? Yeah.
You didn't notice the 3 little bushes
Exactly.
Oh, what, you don't like hibiscus trees?
Yeah. You know, into fucking arborvitaes.
Hibiscus. Hibiscus.
That's also, I guarantee you, like, they're killing them, right? But I also believe that they're foolproof in their business by, like, if you don't use them, they're coming back 5 times.
Oh, absolutely.
They're killing them, but they're also feeding them, I think.
Yes.
You know?
I'm pretty sure it's a fixed contract.
And it's like,
No, but what I'm saying is, let's say next summer you don't decide to use them.
Right.
Boom, you get
Double.
fucking mosquitoes the size of fucking hummingbirds.
Double
Yeah.
the mosquitoes.
You know?
yes.
Interesting.
You're definitely getting West Nile.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like TRT. Like once you stop, you fucked.
And they'll give you that shit. You'll never
Yes.
know the real success either because they'll give you that shit. They'll be like, oh, it's not, you called up, you're still getting bit on the ankles. They'll be like, we'll
Are
come
you
over.
fucking- are
We'll
you-
come over on Tuesday. We'll spray again. No problem on us. It's okay.
Wait, actually, what I heard, you read that West Nile thing, those were the people that got West Nile. The people that stopped using
Stop
Mosquito
using
Joe.
Mosquito Joe.
Like, I'll show
Yes.
these fucking guys dead.
There you go. There you go.
Kurt's fucking Scrooge.
I am not Scrooge. Just aware. I'm just aware.
The fucking, your podcast about your vacation was fucking insane.
What? Did I say
And
something
I
bad?
also just felt like you were holding so much
Oh,
back.
I
at
had
the same
to.
time.
Had to. I was under the gun right there. I had to skip over. I was playing skippies.
Skippers.
Had to. It was nice though. I wish I was on vacation now.
I'm hungry.
He's hungry.
And I'd like a weed
Strike
water.
2.
He's hungry. That's more than 2.
I have a lot in my fridge. I think I'm gonna, have
You
one
gonna
this
have
weekend,
one?
Maybe, perhaps.
party?
Enjoy this weekend, not today.
Why
it's
not
a school
today?
night.
It's
a school night. It's client meeting week.
Got it.
The,
My shit done.
so bugs, the lanternflies, I know we talked about this multiple times, but they're out of control right
They're
now.
all over
Those
the
are like
place.
the Chinese ones that are like taking
Yeah.
over the world.
With the
Yeah.
red.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
all
I
over
don't
the
think I
place.
know
They're
those.
big. They're big.
I
It's a
walk-
thing. It's a thing happening over here right now.
I walked from here to fucking Stop and Shop yesterday morning, and they're fucking everywhere, and I couldn't stop but like stomp on him.
No, they have some keen sense. Like when you're coming down on them, they will fly away, and they flutter. They don't
They're just
really
like,
fly.
Yeah.
Actually,
They, like, flick at you.
I took my kid to the mall the other day to get shoes, and there was like this couple walking in, and they were wearing like real like athleisure, and like this girl was like 9 feet tall. She was very tall, and she had like booty shorts on, like straight up booty shorts. And
Can't wait how this is going to go to Landon.
no, it's relevant. It's relevant. And she's walking, and I'm
He
thinking to
just went
myself,
like this, booty shorts,
booty shorts.
just to give you the
And
visual.
all of a sudden, one of those bugs attacked her. And the boyfriend's like, holy shit, it's one of those Chinese bugs.
That sounds like Long Island right
And
there.
like it was the whole thing, and she's like moving around, like, ah.
Chinese bugs.
And I'm just thinking that, like, these people are getting attacked by a bug. Her butt is completely hanging out. I'm like, what's going on? What's happening?
I'm just trying to
here?
get my kid's shoes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They don't do it. I don't think they do anything.
Yeah, I don't think
like,
so
they
either.
don't bite.
Nah. They just like fucking, they got
They're
these
big,
things
though. They're
Yeah,
big.
weird legs.
come at you like that.
They're big, so I think that's what makes people scared.
And they're
Wait.
red inside. That doesn't help.
Yeah. That's like, seems
Something-
like death.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Something about Switzerland. When's the last time you saw a slug?
All the time in my backyard.
I
Yeah, we
see them
get
often.
slugs.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a city girl now. I don't see slugs very often. The Swiss slugs,
Big slugs.
like the size of a hot dog.
Put a little salt on
Thick.
it. Watch it curl up.
Disgusting.
Slug's gross.
When you think
Absolutely
about that, that's a
disgusting.
really mean thing.
It's a horrible thing to do. But remember, your parents used to tell you to do it.
For no reason.
My parents used to be like, just put some salt on it.
I think
Yeah.
maybe
Suck
I
the
did that like
life out of it.
once in my life, and maybe
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
it's a
sad.
very cruel thing to do.
What are slugs? What are they doing?
Snails eventually, I think.
They gotta have some purpose.
Snails.
There were a
That's
lot
not
of
true. That's
snails
definitely not
too.
true.
They
That's
don't have
definitely
purpose.
not true.
Yeah,
What?
Slugs eventually become snails.
That's not
yeah,
true,
I feel
right?
like that's not true.
That doesn't sound right.
that's a circle of life.
There's no shell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
but
shell the
they
snails.
grow it.
Well,
Maybe
they
they
pick it up
grew
on
out
the
of
way.
You said, yeah, but they grow it.
maybe the slugs
There's a little
grew out of
fucking-
this.
in the smoking section of the snail farm.
Maybe slugs
Yeah.
are just old snails.
Who lost their
Yeah.
shell?
Oh, that lost their shell. They outgrew it.
That
You
might
guys
be
ever
it.
have hermit crabs, or did your kids ever
Ugh,
have hermit
yeah.
crabs?
They
was
They
a
did that
thing
when we were
growing up.
kids, like in school, like hermit crab,
Yeah.
like have a pet project.
My kids had them. They're just like fish.
Oh,
They
yeah.
Look at them for 2 days and then they're done.
I obviously don't have the attention span for hermit crabs.
Yeah.
No.
They're
I
mean.
had I had a lot of hermit crabs, and one day with its bright pink shell, I was like, I'm gonna give it a kiss. I love it so much.
Oh, get your lip.
Thing hooked right on.
wow.
I ran out screaming to my mom because it was dangling off my leg.
That's
Fucking Christmas
great.
ornament
That's
style.
a movie moment.
I'm done.
Oh.
Here. Yep. That was the last hermit crab I ever
That
had.
was it for you and like exotic
Horrible.
pets.
I said, I am done. And then my mom was like, yeah, I'm allergic to fish, I think. And she was like, no, we're not getting any
She's like,
kind of
what?
fish.
She's like, what? What's with the crab pasta tonight? You know?
Yeah. She went, no. Linguini.
The fucking, I mean, I was too smart for a hermit crab. Exactly what happened to you. It's like I see those things that are like go like this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to be around that. I don't want
No.
that anywhere near my room
It's gross.
where I sleep.
They get loose.
Not interested.
Remember horseshoe crabs?
Even worse.
Saw
Yeah.
a shit ton in Delaware.
Those are big.
They're
right?
big. They look like spiders.
They look like aliens.
Those are aliens.
Yeah.
They're nuts, man.
Those are fucking
They
aliens.
literally been around since dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Those are the ones in the water with the big long tail.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got the spiky tail, which is
Helmet head
Yeah.
looking thing.
supposedly only used to flip them over. That's it. That's all that tail is
Yeah,
used
they're
for.
gross.
And if you flip them over, all you see is legs. Like, where's the face? Oh,
Up here.
oh.
Fucking
Is it on the
eyes.
shell?
Yeah. The top
No,
of it.
they're gross.
I didn't.
The ocean?
I haven't seen those things move. I'm not kidding you. In over a decade, they used to be at like Gilgo back in
Yeah.
the day.
yeah.
There would be a
Red ones.
lot on Long Island. Yeah.
And then they just went away. And then in Delaware, we saw a shit ton.
A couple years ago when I took the
Reincarnated.
boat to fucking Democrat Point, I stepped on one. Freaked me the fuck out.
But it didn't hurt you, right?
No, it scurried away quick.
Yeah. That's why I don't go in the ocean. You're stepping on things all the time.
man.
How many times you get bit by a crab?
Not a lot. I mean,
But
a few
enough.
enough. Yeah, enough.
Yeah, but it's not like fucking latching on. It's just hitting you and moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
what
I
happened
mean,
to
I
her?
would take that.
That's not what happens.
Yeah.
That's
Over
traumatic.
a jellyfish sting.
Have you
Remember
ever been
those?
stung by a jellyfish?
Probably.
Like a gentle one, nothing bad.
Oh, you didn't have to get peed on?
What? Thank God.
It's supposed to get peed
That's
on.
what they say.
So you got stung
You
by
know
jellyfish
that.
and have been peed
seriously.
You definitely know that.
on? I don't know that.
You don't know-
But let's rewind.
No, she didn't get peed on.
No, have you been peed on?
No, I've never been stung by a jellyfish.
Oh my God.
So-
I thought like you were like totally going to be like,
Just pee on my arm,
I've
just
been
do
peed
it.
on.
That's not real, I don't think.
I've never heard that.
I've heard of it,
I
too.
have heard that.
I have not.
Well, I think it's a certain sting. It's a certain jellyfish.
The red
And
ones?
it just relieves the pain. I don't think it does.
Are those the
anything
same people
else.
that have pineapples on the front of their fucking lawn? You know, like red
Is that
Adirondack
I was going to
chairs?
say, is that like the red Adirondack?
Red Adirondack chairs, that's a thing?
A couple years ago.
Something
That
like
means
that.
swingers?
Something like that.
Why, is pineapple swingers too?
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah.
getting peed on seems like it's in that camp.
Two things be swingers.
An upside down
Pineapples,
pineapple.
definitely.
That's what it means.
Well, that's what I thought red Adirondack chairs were.
Yeah, I think it's similar.
You can't.
Those are the swingers that pee on each other.
Yeah, there's probably some categorization.
That means like we're
inside
open
that.
to golden showers.
My husband's not allowed to do anything, but I'm allowed to do something.
I'll pee on you right now, buddy.
So
Teach
gross.
their own, I guess.
You've been
is
stung
so
before? Doesn't matter.
Okay, all right.
Something else that happened on my walk, and I thought I wanted to bring into this little situation here, is people that dance while they walk.
What do you mean?
Like you're driving down the street, there's a guy clearly got headphones on.
Oh, those guys are usually homeless and cracked out.
Okay, maybe. But what I thought was also maybe not.
And it's sad that I think that because you know what? There's probably nothing
You're
better.
just used to the guy in
There's
Copac.
nothing better than probably walking through the street with your music in your ears dancing. It's probably amazing to be
true.
that happy.
That's
Yesterday, I'm on this side of the street over here. This person's on the other side, and I like see it out of the corner of my eye.
Around here, it's definitely a crackhead.
You know,
Definitely.
but hold on, I'm going to add a little twist to it. Like, nicely dressed was clearly going to work somewhere, like backpack, but I think had like a name tag on or something like that.
Dead giveaway.
That's where he keeps his beers
What
and
was it?
drugs.
Young,
Oh, man.
young.
How young?
I would say
20s?
early 20s.
So young he doesn't have a father.
Oh my god. And he's just going for it, you know, but also like very feminine dance moves.
Oh,
too.
I know this guy. He's a gay guy. I've seen him in the fucking.
But like moves,
I
like,
know
like
this
is he
guy.
like touching the ground and doing twists and stuff? or
Wait,
is he just bopping
Spanish?
to it?
Spanish? I bumped
Yeah.
into him, man. I bumped into him at
Like physically
at
bumped
Lempa.
into him?
No.
Yeah, this guy was fucking going for it. So but my first thought was crackhead, right? Like you said. My second thought was, oh, maybe this guy's just so fucking happy that like, you know, he's just listening to his music and he's going and everything's all right. And my third thought was, after I saw him, I was like, definitely gay.
No, yeah, wait. So I bumped into him at Lempa, and I said something to the girl in Spanish, and I said he, and she was like, no, don't, no, you can't call him he. She wants to be known as she, and fucking corrected me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Even getting corrected for
I mean,
a guy
let him
dancing.
fucking live, bro. He's out there dancing, shucking and
Worse than the
jiving.
guy in Copac who also turned into a female? Did you know that?
Who's that?
Oak Street. Oak Street and come on, by Flame Stationery in Copac.
My dad used
Great
to
Neck
own
Road.
Flame
Yes,
Stationery.
I know that. There's
Great
a
Neck Road?
black guy who lived in the
Yes, I know him.
It's a girl now. Be careful. It's got
Can't say
boobies.
that.
Can't say that.
Oh, man.
Roller skates.
Wait, every town's got one?
I guess so. And every one of them's transitioning.
But listen, you know what? If you're out there fucking walking the streets, singing and dancing, God bless you.
Well,
Hell
ultimately,
yeah.
that's what I came back to. I said,
Yeah.
listen, none of that shit matters. You know,
Yeah, no, the guy in Copac looked like he was having a blast. Did you ever see the guy who lost fantasy football? He had to dance on the other corner to that guy. That was funny.
Yeah.
Dancing is a funny thing, generally speaking. Like if you're ever in a situation where you got a couple drinks in you, you're elevated, whatever you're using, you know.
I used
your
to feel
business.
so good dancing.
But when
now
you're
I am
dancing,
so uptight. I'm so uptight.
I mean, I don't really do it either anymore.
That chair dance you just did was fucking
Like, like dancing is a real human
when you're
moment.
dancing.
I did that.
Yeah, just
I
now.
feel so 40-year-old and white when I start dancing now. It's
Yeah?
terrible. Yeah.
Let me see
Dancing
something.
is like it's joyful.
Can't now.
That's why weddings are fun because you just dance.
Something joyful about dancing,
I
you know.
used to. I danced a lot less.
Real
at
pure.
My last weddings. My last couple weddings.
You'll get it back.
Wait till you get to my wedding. Don't worry.
You don't want to be that guy that everybody's pointing at.
That's what Donnie.
You know, kind of like the guys who wear jeans at the wedding. There's always that one
Yeah, but
guy.
you ever see that video?
There's always a guy who's wearing jeans. Like, what side of the family did he get invited from?
You ever see that? There's a video. It's old, and like it's at like a festival, and it's like some crazy old, like crazy hippie looking guy runs out into the field and just starts dancing like a maniac by himself. And then before you know it, a couple more people straggle over, and the next thing you know, it's a huge crowd of people, and they're
was
all
dancing
just
weird, right? He
and
was
it's just
dancing, like,
getting
really weird.
getting down completely, and like that's the truth, man. Who fucking
No, yeah,
cares about
that
anybody
is a
else?
beautiful time, but they're all
I mean, not
on
to say
acid.
that I follow my own advice.
No.
but
But the truth is, no one gives a shit. Like, you're worried about people pointing at you. No one cares about you.
Yeah,
so
that's the way
focus
you
on
got-
themselves.
That's the way
with
you got to
everything.
be. You're right.
You got it in
100%.
every aspect of life, I feel.
Yeah, I agree.
Easier said than done, but
Except for
No one gives a
podcast
shit.
hosts.
what do you mean?
Always looking out for things.
Should we just dance?
Being aware of people, you know?
Should we end this show in a dance?
So like that guy, probably maybe he thought like Megan, the gay guy that dances down the block.
Right.
But really not though. He should be worried because I brought it here today.
It's true.
Yeah.
Right?
It's also his
Are you
fault
kidding
for
me? If he
playing,
knew
like,
that people were talking about him, he'd be like,
Also
a bass.
that. Also that.
I like the guys who have like the radio with them so we could hear what they're listening to. That's nice. in the
Boombox?
headphones.
Not the
Hello?
the new silent disco
Yeah, the
guys.
silent disco guys are weird. That's tough. You don't know what they're jamming at.
There's a woman in my town now, and she just fucking goes for it.
Yeah,
Love
dancing?
A lot of hand moves, like fucking
Full body.
windmills and shit. It's
Every
crazy.
day?
I haven't seen her in a while, actually.
I hope she's
Too
okay.
hot. Too hot. She comes out in the
what
fall.
is going on with these?
It's out in the fall.
Just dance in the streets, man. Let's do it.
Should have a dance off.
I'm ready.
A dance off?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to have a party.
What about the people in
We
your...
got to DJ the party.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, so much work.
Oh, Jesus, Kurt.
I got a DJ, then I got to dance.
Yeah, what would we have?
I just want to smoke a cigarette.
I'm only coming if there's a smoking section.
My new thing, I don't go anywhere where there's not smoking sections. Or people that vape. If I see one person vaping,
I see
I'm
one
leaving.
person vaping, I'm lighting a cigarette. That's it. It's over. As soon as I see him, I'll point him right out. As soon as they say no smoking in here, get that vape out of his pocket. Fuck that guy.
Unbelievable.
Eh.
Unbelievable. It's time for a
This
cigarette.
was a good one. This is funny, I feel as though.
Yeah.
It was good.
I'm so funny.
Okay.
I'm joking.
What are you going to get to eat?
I think
Or
you're
just gonna go
hysterical.
home and eat dinner?
He's going to talk about food for the next 15 minutes, and then he's going to get like a pita salad.
Yeah.
He's going to scoff it down his throat.
Or he's going to go to Lempa and fucking talk to his gay fucking dancing friend.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited to hear, John, about your perfect week also, offline, off air.
You have a perfect week lined up?
Did you join the podcast
No.
last week? I was
Wait.
just listening to
You
about
have a perfect
about,
week?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
No,
I
no.
don't know. This isn't the place for it. This is for the
This
Long
isn't the
Island moms.
forum.
Long
Yeah,
Island moms, they're already
they're-
having a perfect week every week. You know?
Of course
Hell
they are.
yeah.
Back to school next week.
Oh,
Long
fuck,
I-
that's what I wanted to talk
Long
about.
Island moms are
School?
they're pumped.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get that. We'll get that for next week. For sure.
Nah, it'll be too late.
It'll be too late.
That's why I wanted
it
to say.
won't.
Yeah, it will. Next week is back to school.
Next week is back to school.
Yeah,
That
but
won't
it's
come
still
out
be
for, like,
relevant.
fucking
It's only
3
a
weeks.
week in.
I was trying to hit it like on the day.
Yeah, what'd you want to say about back to school? You don't have any kids going.
I know I didn't have anything.
What are you preparing?
That's probably why I forgot about it. I'm preparing for it to take me an extra 10 to 20 minutes to get here every morning.
Oh, God,
That's what
yeah.
I'm preparing for.
Ah, yes.
You know?
School
That's gonna
traffic.
suck.
Yeah.
No good.
Yeah.
Bad news. Oh, yeah.
Bad news bear. Shout out the kids.
That's right. That's why I've been getting back here so fast, because I'm not stuck behind 45.
Yeah, that ain't happening. Especially around 3 o'clock. That is not happening.
Brutal. But listen, kids got to learn. Hopefully they do.
New backpacks, new shoes.
Yeah. Rulers.
New books.
thing I see is like the teachers like saying buy all the shit I need for the classroom.
Yeah.
More than ever. I don't know
Well,
what that is.
actually, if you want to know the truth, at the end of the school year, they send you home with a list that you're an idiot if you buy anything, because then the teacher sends you a list of what they really need, so you could double buy.
Wow. Great fucking dad tip there from Kurt.
That was a good dad tip.
Yeah.
That was.
You know what else is annoying?
We need
I'll tell you what's
segments.
annoying.
We need segments.
You know what's annoying?
We should do dad tips with Kurt.
Do you remember ever
Yeah.
going to school bringing like paper towels or tissues?
No.
They got to bring paper towels and tissues now every once in a while.
what?
For the class.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's like I'm
You
already
gotta-
paying the school fucking taxes. You can't
Exactly.
provide your
So
own
the
fucking
teachers don't buy
toilet paper?
shit for their class, and they make you You know, these 5 kids bring in
but the
a roll of
teachers
paper
shouldn't
towels.
have to pay for it either. Should be the
They
school.
get an allotment. They get money that they can write off. You could write that shit off.
Yeah, but I'm sure they have to
Doesn't
probably
make
buy
sense.
a lot. Wouldn't your wife know? Like,
Yeah,
she's a
no, we
teacher.
do. We do it all the time. You just
Super
save the
expensive.
receipts that she buys for school, and you can write that shit off. I mean, it doesn't save you everything,
You're
but
still paying for it.
in a small sense. But you're not going to ask all your kids to buy a box of tissues and bring them into school.
You tell the
No,
kids
what
to
I'm
bring their
saying- yeah, but
own.
what
You buy
he's-
the toilet paper for your house. And
What
you write
they're
it off.
saying is right though. Like, you know, the shit's just flowing downhill. You know, the fucking district should the ones who should be doing it because they're getting money. So
Oh,
I buy
absolutely,
$10 Mega
but
Million
that's-
tickets every
that's
week,
not
so it
gonna
goes to
happen.
them, right?
Right.
Then, you know, they are not supplying it, so that what they're saying is like it shouldn't be the fucking teacher's job to supply it either.
No.
And the
I hear
teacher
you.
then says it shouldn't be my job to supply it, so you fucking bring it in.
You also don't need 10 fucking boxes of tissues. You need 1 box of tissues. When they run out, you get another box of tissues.
Yeah. But, you know, what if they run out and you're in the in-between, got a real snotty-nosed kid in
Go to
there?
the nurse.
I think it's crazy.
Get out of my class.
Remember going to the nurse?
Not really.
Back to school.
I do.
You had a little bellyache?
You go to the nurse a lot?
Probably.
Did you lay down in the nurse's office?
No, but nurse was a strategy to get out. Like I knew how to play that game.
Oh, so you were going to get out all the time.
yeah.
So your poor parents had to come and pick you up from school because you had a bellyache.
Here and there.
Then you tried to get out of the house at 3:30 to go play with your friends.
You work the game. You work the game, you know?
I feel like once you're at school, unless you're puking or shitting,
Yes.
you're there.
Once you're there, you're there.
You know?
It's over. You don't want to leave.
Unless it's shirts and skins in gym class, then I gotta go.
I have a bellyache.
Then you have a stomach bug.
Then I'm down with Mrs. de Blasio in the fucking nurse's office. Can you call my mom?
That's funny.
She's a divorcee, by the way.
They used to do that, shirts and skins, right? That they definitely don't do that no more.
No, not anymore. It's illegal. Nobody liked it. Not one kid liked it.
Yeah, I wish it was legal. I wish it was illegal earlier.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, how did they not know that that was a bad idea?
It's traumatic for certain people.
Ugh.
Big time.
I didn't like it either.
Nobody liked
Nobody
it.
liked it. Nobody liked it.
Yeah, not even the fucking, Brian Bavonas of the world.
Yeah.
You know, he probably thought he was too skinny.
This is twice we shouted him out on this show.
If you're in the Massapequa area, Mercado Kitchen and Cocktails, 1139 Merrick Road.
That's really what it is.
Delicious.
11:39.
I have no idea.
Never had a bad meal there.
That place
Shut-
was so good the one time I went. It
was delicious.
Shout out Mercado.
I've been there a couple times and it was delicious every time.
Oh
If
yeah.
And
you're
the
there,
place-
Buffalo
ask
egg
for the
rolls?
head- If you're there, ask for the head chef. He's got a huge wiener.
Oh my
Okay.
Goes by the name of Bonesaw.
Oh my god.